I'm Luke SEERVELD. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. This past week I was on a job where they allowed me to capture behind the scenes footage of what we were doing. So I thought maybe you'd be interested in us sort of walking step by step through our day. We didn't shoot in sequence, but basically we had two scenes to shoot, one in the kitchen and one in the backyard. We were shooting for a production company called Graphite, and the company was Ever. It's a photo app, and I guess they have storage that you can collect all your images in one place, and you can get photo books and that kind of thing. So relatively popular. Here's a spot for them, and just kind of a lifestyle shots of mom, her daughter, and the family dog in these two environments. So when you've got a child and a dog on the set, you've got extra handlers, a teacher for the child, you've got two handlers for the dog. Is that you're thinking like, oh, this is going to add to our day. Nope. It was like everybody was on the same page. It meshed well. It was like the perfect day. We were out of there just under 10 hours. Boom. Now the crew is on a 10-hour day, but actors on maybe an 8. The little girl is on a shorter day. The dog too. They can be on set for a certain amount of time, and then but their day is shorter. So we started with the adult actor, with the mom in the kitchen, and she comes in. We've got the stand-in dog, and there's no girl there yet. She hasn't shown up even, and we're getting the point of view of the dog, of the girl, as mom walks in from the far room. You can see here, this is the dining room where she's coming from. You can see the windows here, and we brought up the light in the background there. Let me just roll it, and so we've got FS7, some nice Canon glass on there, some primes, and we're on a Dana dolly. Here's the room back here. We've got some Roscoe scrim, black Roscoe scrim on there, bringing down the outside a little bit. We've got a M8 booth in there in the dining room, just to make the feel of daylight there as well. And then we've got a little break up here. It's hard to see at this angle. Camera angle has a little better shot at it, but we've got a little break up here on the counter, and that's from an M18 that's outside the window here, and through a wood Cucaloris. Little break up, and then we have the key coming here, and you'll see that in a minute here. So there's a lot of reflectant stainless steel appliances there, and so you can see here we've got a M18 bouncing into an ultra balance floppy, and it's not going through a second break or anything. It's just the bounce, and it's just nice soft sunlight feel. And then we're having to take off that key from all the reflections that were happening in the appliances behind her. So let's keep going. We've got a still person here as well, clicking away. That's going to be part of the spot somehow. I'm not quite sure how. And Norman Bonney's the DP. He's just going back and forth a little bit on the slider, getting little shots. They'll pick something out. And now here you can see the M18, and there's the wood Cucaloris, the wood cookie just there, and that's getting the M18 from this window. We've got our pretend window wrapping around a little bit better on our subject. So yeah, just a little grip for us there. It's what top chop there, take it off, and just so that the soft push is on her. That's the main thing. This is our director, producer. That's the M8 bouncing into the ceiling. We've got the There's the M18. It does have two doubles in it. It probably could have been a smaller light, but we started large, you know, like the sun. And then here in the back, we've got the Roscoe scrim. It doesn't have to be perfectly taut. Kept a little bit on the roll here so we can roll it up again. But it's in the background. It's out of focus. It's okay. And then we ended up reusing that when we did the turnaround. So here we have the turnaround. So now instead of bouncing the M18, we needed to, and then actually in that first shot, we also had a 12 by solid blocking off this window that was behind the camera. Now we take that away. It's pretty bright out there. The windows we actually see, we put that Roscoe scrim on there again, but we took that off. Now we have a little bit more ambient. We have to add more light, you know, to sort of balance the outside there. We're going direct now through, you know, it's a 6 by of half grid, and then we have another frame here of 250. So the M18 is going through a double break, and then we just added an S60 for some extra pop from the front. And then we've got the scratch light is going to be an M18. That's outside. It's got a little quarter O on it as well. Just, you know, a nice little scratch for our girl. And then the camera will see through the windows that it's seeing. That's going to have Roscoe scrim. We brought the camera down. Now it's on boxes on the same Dana dolly. We've got a nice clean set. That's going to get a lot more dirty as we go along here. So we've got our producer, director, AD on the floor. Get him out of the shot a little bit. And this is BRAHNA. She's our amazing art director. She brings in the coolest stuff. And nice stove. Anyway, yeah, it's great to work in a large home because then you have room to move and put all your stuff. This is the client monitor. They're off from the set a little bit just so they can talk amongst themselves and give their notes, you know, to the director. But everybody seemed to be, you know, in sync. So that's sweet. We just kept moving. We started slowly. I thought, oh, we'd have to speed up, you know, towards the end of the day. No, we just stayed nice and calm and just moved along and got our shots, and away we go. So here she's just kind of getting going. She's getting used to being on set with people telling her what to do. She'd never been on set before. She was great. She just took direction well, and real trooper, kept her energy up throughout the day. That's, you know, that's good handling. That's good parenting, whatever. She was wonderful. She's getting direction here, and they're asking her to do her motions and her actions larger. So she's you know, first just doing it down here, and then she's doing it up here, and she's starting to get it more on her. After a while, you know, the makeup folks put it on her hair, and now she's getting the egg. So things start getting more interesting, and soon here we'll bring in another character. But this is what, you know, Mom will come upon, and that's the shot we got, the first shot. So now we're at Mom's point of view. This is outside, so you see the Roscoe scrim. We reused it from the other window and then added to it. And then we've got the M18. That's coming as the scratch. It's going through a, you know, like an opal there, just a little softener, because it was a bit much coming through. And then we had to, you know, so we don't get the moire, we had to pull the screen out of this window. Now, bring in the dog. So, you know, make it a little more interesting. And, you know, they're using food stuff that's dog friendly, so everything's cool. And the handlers are close at hand, and, you know, one from camera, one a little off. But they started getting a little, they mix it up. They start getting stuff on the floor. We've got the editor on set. That's great too, because now you've got your your post is going to go that much more smoothly because your editor is buying off on your takes. She was a little leery of the dog at first because it was a large dog, but they made friends and got it going, and they made a good pair. So yeah, having lots of fun. Dog likes the food, and now we're going to bring Mom in and see over the shoulder on Mom. And so Mom's holding the camera as though she's taking the picture. We just gave her a little elbow rest, but she has to bring the camera up into frame, and so we couldn't fix it in one place. So in a minute here, you're going to see we've got some markers on the phone, and that's green screen, and then that'll just be replaced later on. So, but we needed to get the dog and child in the background. They'll pretty much be out of focus. We'll be focused on the phone. This is our over the shoulder, and and then I think it was lunch after this. So take a break, and we're outside. So outside, we set up a 12 by Ultra Bounce for our front fill. Then we've got a half soft frost 12 by overhead, and we didn't get too crazy about this. We had plenty of sun. The sun did go in and out a little bit, but we weren't too worried about that. Now this is the scene where we've got the girl and the dog. They're playing dress up, and so that's going to be another photo opportunity. And we were going here, I believe. I don't even know how this is all going to fit in the final edit, but we were going for that sort of perfect photographic moment of a girl and her dog, and it's just a matter of lining that up. Putting stuff on a dog, it takes a bit. They want to get it off, but you know what? It played along, and we got our shots. So here we've got the director again with his wireless monitor and calling things out, keeping things moving. And it's getting a little windy, so we've got our two, I had a key grip and a swing, and so they're being extra ballast on the overhead, and then we had a bunch of PAs holding down our bounce. But yeah, broad strokes at this point. And so, we've got our our photo opportunities with the little girl, and she was having a ball. I mean, she got to dress up, she got to play with cooking stuff, make a mess, and yeah, fantastic. All right, then we have runs around a little bit more. She gets tired out, and so then the storyline is that she takes a rest with her dog, and that's where Mom comes in and takes more photos of her darling daughter with the dog and the whole dress-up deal. So this is the one shot, and then when we come around to the other side, now we'll see Mom as Mom comes in and sees her daughter and kneels and takes the photo. And then just a little bit of fill for Mom, but mostly she's getting, the sun as at her back. And, you just can't get a nicer light than that. The sun, and there's the grip truck in the back, easy load in, load out. And then after this, we don't have to have these folks in anymore because now we're tight on Mom, so they get a break. In fact, I think they're out, they're done. And then we have a little close-up of Mom doing, some swipe stuff outside, and then we bring Mom back inside. We get sort of a generic shot background in the kitchen, and we have to fix the phone in such a way that the rig hides behind her arm. Just a simple rig, but C-stand, and then we triangulate a little bit, and we just grab it behind so that you can't see it from camera, and then that way she can do all her, you know, touches and swipes and pinches and all that, then that phone can be replaced, the face of it. So that's how we ended our day, wrapped out, and boom, you know. So straightforward day, a really pleasant way to you know, do production, and hope we do that again. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.